welcome back to Red Ted Art. A number of you have asked for some slow rising paper squishies. It's been quite a while since you've asked. It's taken me this long, basically the Easter holidays, to get round to making them. So paper squishies are really fun and easy to make. You know, it depends, of course they're not the same as a shop bought one, but if you've only got tape and paper at home, I think they're a really fun and quirky alternative. So come on, let's take a look and see how they're made. So to make our emoji squishy, we need some yellow paper, some contrasting paper, some pens, and a bowl for measuring. I'm going to make it quite big because I think they squish up better when they're bigger. If you don't have yellow paper, that's totally fine. Just use white paper and colour it in first. Of course, that will take a little bit longer. I'm going to cut out 2 circles of yellow. There's a little bump here in my bowl. And I'm going to cut these out. Now we've got our yellow, it's time to decorate. I'm just going to put them that way around. I'm going to get some scrap paper so that my black pen doesn't go through, and mark my paper underneath. First you're going to need an eye. I'm doing the cheeky emoji face. You can use a lid like this maybe to trace it if you need help. That out. Next, I'm going to draw the mouth. Don't know if that's big enough. I might have to do another eye, but I'll have a think about that. Actually, I'll do the pencil first. And then we need a tongue, which in this case, normally you have the tongue sticking out just over your emoji's face. But because this is going to be a squishy, I'm just going to make it the same sort of length so it won't go over the edge. Check that you're happy with all the dimensions. I think that's quite good. I mean, the eye could be a bit bigger, but I think it's okay. And glue down. There we go. Basic emoji face done. Right, now to turn it into a squishy. So you will need sellotape, as you're probably aware, those of you that have made the paper squishies before. So I'm just going to take normal tape and start taping everything together. So basically, take a piece, put it over the bottom, get it as straight as possible, and tuck it around the end. Now the back of your squishy won't never be as neat as the front of your squishy, so this is going to have some extra folds and stuff on it, but don't worry about that. The important thing is that you've got your front as neat as possible, because that's the bit you're kind of playing with. Now turn it round and make sure you cover all of the back with tape too. So, time to stuff. Now what are we going to stuff it with? Now, I've done some research into this and looked at many of the paper squishies out there, and it looks like the best thing is to have toy stuffing, or in our case we've actually used an old pillowcase, or not pillowcase, an old pillow. You can use plastic bags, or the absolute best is memory foam, but who's got memory foam? I certainly don't. So I think using toy stuffing if you've got some, and if you don't, just use plastic bags cut up into small pieces, or use you can also use cotton wool. But I think if you've got an old pillow at home that your parents don't need anymore, this is a really good way of recycling that old pillow into something fun to play with. Now you might find some little gaps as you stuff it. If you do, just make sure you put some more tape over it. I think this is okay. There might be a little gap there. And then have a see whether it's a nice consistency. I think quite full is good. You can experiment with the different amounts of stuffing. I think we're putting quite a lot in. It always surprises me how much fits in. So if you are making this with paper bags, you know, you might have to have a couple of extra bags lying around ready to stuff. And now I'm just going to shut it. Where's the sticky tape gone? Here. Here we go. Look at that. It was nice and stuck. And then let's see, the moment of truth. We've got two squishies, one I made before, and let's see. Oh, I think I've got a little gap. Let's put a bit more tape at the bottom. That's okay, it's part of the process. If this happens to you, don't worry. The problem about big holes is that it won't let your squishy basically go back into shape if it's too big. So let's make sure that's nice and taped shut. A little hole's good because you do need to let some of the air out when you're squishing it, don't you? Okay, let's try that again. And then let's see. Wow, look at that. That is definitely slow rising. Now, if you've done a really, really good job of filling and taping your squishy, what you can do is, it might not expand so well, you can add little pinprick holes which will help the air go in and out and then expand back into shape. This one works really well. Look at this. Squish it together. And there you have it, slowly rising. So yes, finally, after much demand, I have made some paper squishies. If you like this video and you would like me to make more, please do let me know in the comments, because of course the squishies are all made for you, and you know, if it's something that you enjoy making, we can make more of it. If you don't, we won't. There we go. Anyway, as per usual, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we hope to see you again soon. Take care. Bye.